Hi singers, it's Miki here with your singing tip of the week. I'm wearing my puffer jacket inside because it is never-ending winter here in the Northeast and I am so ready for it to be spring. Tomorrow, I'm actually flying to LA to go to a sync licensing panel because I'm trying to get my music into television and film and learn more about that world. So hopefully I'll get a little bit of sun while I'm there. Not too much because I don't want to destroy my waxen vampire complexion. This week, I'd like to show you two short clips of my student, Gili Zeifman. She's a second semester senior and she's about to go off to a prestigious music program. Gili, please don't go! I'm gonna miss you so much! Okay, I'm fine. I'm totally fine. I'm okay. I've been working with Gili for several years now, and when she first came to me, she was very, very talented, had a great voice, but she used to scream a lot, and she would constantly lose her voice. She'd been to an ENT several times for ongoing voice issues, and she also had a couple of notes right on her bridge where she was really soft and breathy, and she really couldn't connect when she was transitioning between her registers. So I'm happy to report that over the last few years, we've really conquered those problems. But now, in the last year, we've really been focusing on giving her a more nuanced and mature interpretation in her performances. That way she can go from sounding like a very technically proficient young singer to a much more mature and professional sounding singer. 2 weeks ago in her lesson, I suggested that she learn the song Is That All Right from A Star Is Born. So the first short clip that you're gonna see is her singing the song after hearing it once or twice. It already sounds really great, but I want you to notice two things. On the verse, she's singing it in a very one-color, flat, legato way, and there's really not a lot of nuance or excitement to her performance. And then when she hits the chorus, she's singing it in a very bright, forward-placed way, and so it sounds very light and pop, which doesn't really work that well for this song. If you've heard the Lady Gaga version of the song, you know that when she hits that chorus, it's just a monster and it sounds so, so powerful. And so I wanted to get a little bit of that into Gili's performance. This is a deceptively simple sounding song, but it's very technically difficult to sing. It starts with an extremely low, talky verse and then flips into a very powerful, high belted chorus. And then at the end, you get this really intimate, breathy little tag. So you're getting the whole dynamic range in the song. And you really have to know how to use your low voice and your high belted voice and even your whispery, delicate, breathy voice. The second video clip that you're gonna see is the same section of the song a week later. And I gave Gili two things to think about. Number one was I wanted her to treat the lyrics in the verse as if she were speaking a monologue. She's a very talented actress, and so I asked her to apply those same skills that she uses when she's acting in a play to the song. So she really added a lot of nuance in terms of her phrasing and what words she was accenting and how she was conveying the objective or the emotion of the character through her words. The second instruction that I gave her was to darken the color of the chorus by bringing the placement of her resonance back. And it really gives a lot more seriousness and weight to the chorus. She really didn't practice the song between the two lessons, but by giving her those two clear instructions at the beginning of the second one, I think that it made a huge difference in her performance. And I like to work that way. I like to give one or two clear objectives each time we workshop a song, because we all know that multitasking doesn't exist. There's only doing multiple things at the same time poorly. So I really don't like to overwhelm my students with more than one or two clear things to think about. So without further ado, here is my student, Gili Zeifman, singing Is That All Right from A Star Is Born.
Life is so simple. A little boy, a little girl, laughing and loving, trying to figure out the world. It felt like summer when I kissed you in the rain, and I know your story, but tell me again. Nothing you say wouldn't interest me. All of your words are like poems to me. I would be honored if you would take me as I am. I want you and to look simple. A little boy, a little girl, laughing and loving, trying to figure out the world. It felt like summer when I kissed you in the rain, and I know your story, but tell me again. Nothing you say wouldn't interest me. All of your words are like poems to me. I would be honored if you would take me as I am. I want you to look right in my eyes, to tell me you love me, to be by my side. I want you at the end of my life. Wanna see your face when I fall with grace, at the moment I die. Is that alright? Is that alright?
So there you can see that making one or two small adjustments can make all the difference in the world in whether a performance sounds boring and pedestrian or whether it's really evocative and compelling. I really believe that these are the things that separate the good singers, of which there are many, many, many in the world, from the really good artists. So hopefully you found that interesting, and it's just another thing that you can think about as you're interpreting your own songs. I hope I'll see you here next week for another singing tip of the week. Until then, happy singing.